This movie is directed by Olivier Megaton, and it stars Zoe Saldana, Michael Vartan, Jordi Mala, Lenny James, and Cliff Curtis. The director of this film needs to take a lesson from Justin Lin, the director of Fast Five, when it comes to directing action. This movie has a lot of issues, and there aren't a lot of positives, so I'll get the positives out of the way first. The positives for me were the acting. I thought that the entire cast did a fine job, and the action sequences were fun to watch. The biggest problem with this movie I felt was the editing. A lot of the shots do not last very long on screen. As a matter of fact, most of the shots last for about 3 seconds or less, and that's for pretty much 95% of them. And there are a lot of scenes where the editing is so quick that you have a hard time comprehending what's happening on screen. There were a few scenes of action that were well choreographed, but the editing was so terrible that you were kind of wondering what the hell just happened. This movie reminded me of a few things. When I was watching this film, I was reminded a lot of Hitman. There were a couple of action scenes that reminded me a lot of like playing through an actual Hitman level where she has an objective to like escape a prison, and she has weapons that are stored in different places, and you're wondering how the hell those things got there. And so with that said, there are a lot of plot holes and things in general that you just don't understand why they're happening. So I was disappointed by this film. I really wasn't expecting that much, in all honesty. I hadn't seen a trailer before seeing this movie, so I went in very open-minded. There was also a chase scene that I felt was not like completely duplicated, but it was totally like ripped from Fast Five. It was reminiscent of the chase scene on the rooftops. I mean, it wasn't exactly the same way, but like the very idea of it and how it was shot was sort of the same idea. I would not recommend this film. There are a lot of films like this movie, like a revenge flick. There are a lot more films out there like this that are a lot better, with a better cast in general, just with a better script. And so with that, I will say 2 out of 5 stars. And unless you're just desperate to see Zoe Saldana, I would just avoid this one.